world has a huge problem on their hands.
Amelia, thanks very much. Amelia Ballinger there in Istanbul. Well, 8 years after it burned to the ground, leaving a gaping hole in the city, Myer has finally risen from the ashes. Tomorrow, the doors of the department store will be flung open just in time for Christmas. Our reporter Alison Costello has spent the afternoon outside the Hobart store, where the excitement is building.
Thanks, Peter. Well, there were certainly times when we wondered if we'd ever see this day. Myer's Liverpool Street store rebuilt and ready to open. Now I'm here with Peter Monachedi, who's been General Manager of the store for more than 20 years. Peter, how do you feel about the store reopening?
I'm absolutely excited about the store reopening. It's taken over 8 years for this store to come to fruition, and I'm really looking forward to opening day. I'm hoping every single person in Hobart comes out tomorrow, and I think it'll be a great day. We've got a lot of entertainment. We've got Jennifer cutting the ribbon. We've got Matthew Garwood singing in the street, and a lot of other novel things for family. We will be trading 9 till 9 on Thursday, Friday, and of course Friday we've got our special Christmas event. So bargains for everyone. And then on Saturday and Sunday 9 till 6.
Okay, well it sounds like quite a week of celebrations. As you mentioned, Jennifer Hawkins is coming down to cut the ribbon. She actually has already arrived in Hobart though, and she gave our own Stephanie Anderson a sneak preview of the new Myer store.
It's the first glimpse beyond the glass windows, and the face of Myer was on hand to show us around.
It's newer and better, and yeah, it's really good to be here in Hobart.
With 5 levels full of all things fashion, cosmetics and homewares on offer, Jennifer Hawkins says her personal favourites are easy to pick, with ladies' wear and shoes hard to pass up.
I love the giftorium too. I think it's so amazing, you know, at this time of year for Christmas.
Casting an expert eye over the final setup, she's also tested out the tills.
I've already done a little shop. Just in the Christmas section.
No stranger to a Myer store, Jennifer says Hobart is well and truly keeping pace with other capital cities.
And it stacks up, it's amazing. The interiors are just the same, except this is newer and fresher, so you guys are going to love it.
Now, if you're keen to get a taste of all this shopping action, you don't have to wait long. Jennifer will cut the official opening ribbon at 9 tomorrow morning, kicking off a full day of celebrations to welcome the new look Myer to Hobart. But until then, there's the last-minute rush to make sure everything's in its place.
They're just it's like cherry on top. They're just trying to make sure it's perfect.
Stephanie Anderson, Wing News.
Well, now I'm here with Helen Cooper, who works at Myer and has worked here for 50 years. Helen, can you tell us a little bit about your working life here at Myer?
Well, I started in my late teens in the office, and I've worked in the office all my life.
Can you tell us about the night that Myer in Liverpool Street went up in flames, how you found out about it and how you felt about it?
I felt devastated. It was just like losing your home.
Well, I guess it's been your long time working place. What do you think about the new look store? You had a good look
I love
around?
it. It's beautiful, and I'm sure everyone will love it.
And you'll be based here in this building?
That's right.
How exciting. Well, thanks, Helen. Well, like Helen, we all remember that night when Myer went up in flames. Let's take a look back at Myer in the events leading up to and since that fateful night.
The most wonderful time of the year, the Myer Christmas windows of Hobart in the 1960s. Decades on, and Myer was still the hub of retail in the capital. That was until September 22, 2007, when the 172-year-old building went up in smoke. Starting in the ceiling above a cosmetics counter, its cause never fully determined. Crowds gathered to watch what they thought was their city burning. Little did we know we'd live without our beating retail heart for the next 8 years. And the destruction didn't end there. The rest we had to do ourselves. Myer found a new home on Macquarie Street, while its Murray Street building reopened 44 days after the blaze. But the Liverpool Street building was gone, a small park put in to fill the empty space. 2 years after it burned down, answers were sought, Tasmania's firefighters copping much of the blame. The probing was going on site too, an archaeological dig ahead of any new development. In 2010, the site was bought by E. Callis Properties, and it pledged to get Hobart's heart beating again.
At long last, Here is the commencement of the new Myer development.
When the Premier donned the high-vis, you knew it was getting serious. He'd chipped in $15 million taxpayer dollars to get things started. The Hobart City Council all but matched the contribution, but refused rates relief to Liverpool street traders, struggling to get shoppers past the giant construction site.
Every trader in this street is just about on his knees.
Some shut up shop, but those who hung on are about to reap their reward, as what was only a vision becomes a reality.
Well, as you heard earlier, the doors open here tomorrow at 9 a.m. Jennifer Hawkins will cut the ribbon and crowds of eager shoppers are expected. And with 1 month exactly until Christmas, really it's been time to perfection. Peter.
Alison, thanks very much indeed. Meanwhile, the retail opportunity at Hobart's Parliament Square development is doubling, with up to 30 shops and restaurants set to be part of the site. Developer Sita says 8 bars and cafes and up to 4 restaurants will be in the mix, with a focus on local operators.
We'd like to make it as authentically Tasmanian, and the operators we've started to speak to are the Tasmanian ones.
The first stage of the Parliament Square development is expected to be completed by the end of next year. Hundreds of people have marched through the streets of Hobart to mark White Ribbon Day. In a show of solidarity, police, paramedics and the